Electric cars are getting better with every new car revealed. Over the past few years, we've seen drastic improvements in driving range, charging speeds, and technology, and prices are starting to fall as well. These developments are making EV ownership a lot more appealing. As demand goes up, so does the number of models on offer. There are loads of new electric cars coming out over the next year, from affordable city runarounds to bonkers hot hatches. Here's a rundown of what's to come before the end of 2025. The Volvo EX60. Volvo has a couple of new electric cars coming in the next year or so, including the new ES90 electric salon. Arguably, more important than this though is the new EX60 SUV, which the brand confirmed was coming during the XC90 reveal in September. It'll be an alternative to the Tesla Model Y and Audi Q4 e-tron, and there aren't many technical details at this stage. However, you can expect it to have a close to 400 miles of range and cost around £60,000. The Volkswagen ID2 All. This could be the all-electric replacement for the iconic Volkswagen Golf. The ID2 All concept was first revealed last year, and the production version is due to go on sale in 2025. It'll have a single electric motor with 226 horsepower, as well as up to 280 miles of range from a new battery. The biggest news here, though, is the price. Volkswagen claims this new hatchback will cost less than £22,000, which would make it one of the cheapest electric cars on the market. There will also be a sporty GTI version with over 320 horsepower. Alpine A290. Small, hot hatchbacks are getting thin on the ground these days. The Ford Fiesta ST is no more, and the Suzuki Swift Sport recently bit the dust as well. Well, the new Alpine A290 is here to bring the hot hatchback into the electric era. It has a 220 HP motor powering the front wheels, and it'll do a 0 to 60 mph in a brisk 6.4 seconds. It also has a clever multi-link suspension setup to make it as agile as possible through the corners, and it looks suitably sporty as well. Audi RS6 e-tron. The new Audi A6 and S6 e-tron both made their debut this year. But what about the flagship RS model? Well, that's due to make an appearance in 2025, and it could be the fastest Audi state car ever made. You can expect the same basic design as the A6 e-tron, just with plenty of upgrades to make it look more aggressive, such as flared wheel arches and upgraded bumpers. Over 800 HP is also possible from the dual motor setup. BMW New Class X. The new petrol engine BMW X3 was revealed recently, but there won't be an all-electric version like its predecessor. Instead, the iX3 will be replaced by a new model based on the new Class X concept, a ground-up EV packing plenty of new technology. It follows on from the new Class Saloon concept, and a lot of the styling cues are lifted straight from that car. There are no concrete details on what's powering this car yet, but you can expect it to improve upon the old iX3's 292 miles of range. Cupra Tavascan. Spanish band Cupra will launch its answer to the Volkswagen ID.2 and Skoda Elroq coupe this year. It may share parts for those cars under the skin, but it's a lot more stylish and has a more interesting interior than either of them. You'll be able to get a dual motor version with 340 horsepower, the same as the Skoda Elroq VRS and Volkswagen ID.2 GTX, and 0 to 60 mph is dealt within 5.6 seconds. Powering the Tavascan is a 77 kWh battery, giving it up to 341 miles of range. Dacia Spring. If you spend all your time zipping around city streets, the UK's cheapest electric car could be perfect for you. The new Dacia Spring starts from £14,995, which isn't just cheap for an EV, it's cheap, full stop. For your money, you get a modest 140 miles of range, not ideal for long-distance driving, but more than enough for a commute across town. You also get the bare essentials as standard, such as air conditioning, Bluetooth, and electric windows. Ford Capri. Ford has resurrected an iconic nameplate. The new Capri isn't a slinky coupe with a V6 engine under the bonnet, but rather, it's a coupe SUV powered by electricity. It shares parts with the Ford Explorer, meaning a 340 horsepower dual motor setup is an offer. It looks a lot more sporty than the Ford Explorer, if not quite as brawny as the classic Capri. This electric SUV will be available to order now, with prices starting from £48,075, making it a few £1,000s more more than the Volkswagen ID.5. Hyundai Inster. This funky little thing is the Hyundai Inster, a small electric car with a very clever interior. It's only the size of a Hyundai i10, but the boot is the same size as a Volkswagen Polos, and you get sliding rear seats, which grant rear passengers palatial legroom. You can get a 42 kilowatt-hour battery with 186 miles of range as standard, or there's a 49 kilowatt-hour pack which can get up to 220 miles on a charge. The former is paired to a 97 horsepower electric motor, while the long-range model has 115 horsepower on tap. Kia EV3. Kia has revealed its answer to the Volvo EX60. This is the EV3, a dinky electric SUV with similar styling to the EV9 and up to 370 miles of range. Just like the EV9, the EV3 looks almost identical to the concept car we saw last year, and it's a funky looking thing. Inside, you'll find a similar infotainment system to the EV6 and Sportage, and there are plenty of eco-friendly materials used on the seats and the door cards. The boot is a massive 460 liters as well, 60 liters more than you get in a Volvo EX30. Range Rover EV. Let's inject some opulence into this list. An all-electric version of the mighty Range Rover is coming later this year, and it promises to be even more refined than the petrol-powered car and offers similar performance to the V8 model. Engine chugging away under the bonnet, making this EV quieter than normal Range Rover shouldn't be too difficult. There are minor styling tweaks as well, such as the smoothed-over front grille. Polestar 3. This is Polestar's first ever SUV. The 3 is here to offer an alternative to cars like the BMW iX and Audi Q8 e-tron, and it's easily recognizable as being from a Swedish brand. It looks a bit like a Polestar 2, which has been stretched out, but it's still a stylish thing. The 3 uses a massive 111 kilowatt-hour battery with up to 392 miles of range, and the performance model has 517 horsepower. You can order one now, with prices starting from £75,900, although we're yet to drive one in the UK. Porsche Boxster EV. Porsche's entry-level sports car will go all-electric next year. The Boxster EV could use components from the bonkers Mission R concept, specifically its 435 horsepower front axle motor. This would give it 35 horsepower more than today's Boxster GTS. It's also not going to use an underfloor battery pack like a lot of EVs, with a taller chest-style unit more likely. This will allow for similar weight distribution to a mid-engined car, improving overall agility. Skoda Elroq. The Skoda Elroq is an electric alternative to the brand's own Karoq mid-sized SUV, and it's due to be revealed this autumn. The design's been teased a couple of times, and you can see similar styling cues to the larger Enyaq. Under that wrap is a 77 kilowatt-hour battery with up to 350 miles of range, and you can get a dual motor version with 300 horsepower. Expect prices to start from around $35,000 when the Elroq goes on sale. Tesla Compact EV. Elon Musk has been talking about a sub-22,000-pound Tesla for years now, and it looks like he could be about to make good on this promise. It may not have a name just yet, but the new compact EV is going on sale in 2025. It hasn't been plain sailing to get to this point, after rumors emerged that Tesla would scrap this car in favor of self-driving robo-taxis. Musk has since denied these claims, but a robo-taxi based on this car could emerge in the future.